Many years ago, in a small African village, a dwarf child was abandoned by the village stream, wrapped in a worn-out cloth. No one knew who left her there or why. The child's tiny hands and feet were fragile, and her eyes sparkled with a hint of fear. Ene and Obi, a kind-hearted couple, found her while fetching water from the stream. They took her in, naming her Itu, which means blessing in their native language. They raised her as their own, showering her with so much love and care. They believed she was a gift from the gods. They had finally gotten a child after several years of trying. At the age of 5, Itu began to isolate herself. She would sit far from the house and eat on her own. She would also spend hours exploring the forest and fields around the village, learning about the different plants and their properties. She was especially drawn to the medicinal herbs and spent many hours studying their uses and effects. She was constantly teased and ridiculed by adults and children, and she grew up feeling like she didn't belong. Itu became increasingly bitter about her stature. She hated being short and she felt like she didn't fit in. She would often cry herself to sleep, wishing she was taller and more beautiful. Her anger and resentment simmered, eventually boiling into wickedness. She began to see the world as a cruel and unfair place, and she became determined to use her knowledge of herbs to exact revenge. She started experimenting with dark magic, using her herbs to create potions and spells that would harm and manipulate others. One sunny morning, Itu sneaked into several huts, lacing their food with magical powder that made anyone who consumed food that morning break out in ridiculous dance moves. As the villagers devoured their meals, they suddenly found themselves dancing uncontrollably in the streets. Itu watched from the bushes, cackling with glee.
This is just the beginning. Dance, keep dancing for Itu, mama. I will